And I hope that you are doing well wherever you are. So today there's an important thing I want us to discuss, and permit me to welcome all the newcomers that will be arriving today. And I want to use this opportunity to ask you to subscribe and leave your notification button on, as I've been coming steady here. So I'll be dropping some gems that you will never dare to miss, because I'm here for people with low budgets. Okay, guys, let us go in today. I'll be discussing Croatia. Why am I discussing Croatia? I'm discussing Croatia because if you get your shit together, I'm so sorry for that word. If you get yourself together, you might be getting your visa in 3 days. 3 working days, that's what they say. So I have seen that Croatia is the easiest, and the acceptance rate is more than 95%. So which means whenever 10 people apply, 9 people must get it. So don't sleep on it. Let's dive in. What are the requirements and what are the things? The topic today is how you will use 73 euros to get visa to us, Croatia, and what I want you to do and how I want you to approach it. Croatia designed the additional nomad visa as a short stay visa. That short stay visa, people in low budget can be able to manage themselves. If you've been listening to me since February, you must have gotten your bank statements, problems in order. You must have gotten your international passports. If you've been listening to me, you must know where to get your health insurance and travel insurance. So if you've been listening to me, you must have known where to get all those things. So if you've gotten it, let me read it from there immigration website, so that you understand where I'm going to, and I will do the checks with you guys today, so you know the total budget you'll be budgeting, you know what you'll be looking at. For people with family, you can come, but like if you're on a budget, I don't like you coming with family. If you're on a budget, but each applicant must generally have at least 70 euros per day. Let me say that's 70 euros. 70 euros per day. We'll check it in Naira, because I'm so sorry if you're watching me, if you're from Ghana, Cameroon, if I'm doing converting this thing in Naira, you convert it in euros to your own currency, because I think Cameroon people are using CAF, so Ghana is using cedis. I don't really know, but I'm using Naira is Nigerian currency, so I'll be converting everything to Naira so that it will be more. But I will convert it to euros. Then you convert euros to your own currency. Then it will be clear that way. So this is the standard financial requirement for most travelers. Okay. However, these requirements can vary. For example, it may be reduced to 30 euros per day. But let us go for the higher one. Yes, which is 70 euros. Okay. In some cases it can be zero if a sponsor guarantees, but we are not talking of sponsor here. Guarantees to cover all costs. Since requirements may change, you must always check the official Croatian government's website all the time. So they are telling you in their own website to be checking, then they might change it, but let us assume that we are working with this figure today. So what do I mean by this? If you're going to a country with visiting visa, they have turned to digital nomad visa. All you need to do is choose the lesser days or lesser week. What do I mean by that? When I was telling you people about Schengen visa, I told you people, instead of telling them that you will spend 6 months, you choose 3 weeks. Because that 3 weeks, you have visa, they will give you visa for sometimes they will give you for 6 months and 1 year. That's what they will give. So, but when you are making the statement, your travel statement, you have to write that you are spending not more than 3 weeks. I will even want you to put 2 weeks. You know why? Because money no day. I will give you an example. Because they have said 70 euros in a day. Let's check it in naira so you get it. How much is euro? So, because if you go 6 months, they have to check your money for 6 months. That's the point. So all the people in this group that have applied for Schengen visa, they have gotten it because they are using the 3 weeks rule or 2 weeks rule. And again, there will be a link to bring you back. This is where you will never miss in this year, because if you miss it, they ask you question, you will fail. So now let's say that's how much is a euro today. Wait, so you see the euro we are using today is today's rate. You know all these things change because our naira is not steady at the moment. So don't just go and say it. Be checking it every day. All they need you to get is 70 euros. So the way your naira is going, if you are telling somebody to help you, be checking it. So I will just write 70 euros to naira. It will give me a figure. 70 euros to naira. So 70 euros to naira of today is 126,000. You see the point? This is where 126,000. That is it. If you tell them you're spending 6 months, they will calculate this money times 6 months every day. But when you say that you're spending 2 weeks, it will be calculated with that 2 weeks. Don't know whether I'm making sense. Guys, if you're watching me, can you drop your comments here and tell me where you are watching me from, please? So you see the points I'm making. If you tell them, we'll check. Okay, let's calculate 126,000 times 14, because you're going to tell them it's 2 weeks. But the minimum visa they will give you is 6 months, 1 year. They gave Nkemakonam 1 year. So they will give, the minimum they will give is 6 months or 1 year. Then I will tell you when you get there what you need to do to convert. So if you calculate that 100 and that's why I tell people you need to listen carefully, because this is where the mistake is, and you will get yourself, you tell them you will spend more than when you don't have the cash in your account. So 126 times 14 days will give you 1.7 million. Will give you 1.7 million 64,000. That's what it. So let's times it by 3 weeks. You see the difference. Let's times it by 3 weeks. That's 21 days. So if you times it with 21 days, it will give you 2.6 million 46,000. So 14 days, 21 days, 21 days. So you see what I'm saying? So it's better you tell them that you are not staying long. You are just going to come back quickly. So I'll tell you. Okay, you see the difference? That's a huge difference. So it's better you keep 2 weeks so that you will have money for flights, because this is a budget relocation that we are doing. Now, let us use 2 weeks, which is 1.764,000. Let us use 2 weeks, because that's what Nkemakonam used. 2 weeks. That's 1.76. Then flight ticket to Croatia, I will just do from Lagos. Please, if you're in Cameroon, maybe you can use your brain to check the differences and If you're flying from Ghana, it will be cheaper. Ghana is always cheaper. Even to London, Ghana is always cheaper. I don't know of Cameroon. So now, flight tickets to Croatia. Croatia from Lagos. I'm going to use I'm going to use I'm going to use cheap solve to get it and see how much. Croatia, Lagos, Lagos to Croatia. Croatia. I just put any dates. Remember, it is always good to book on Wednesdays because tickets on Wednesdays, if you choose Wednesdays, are normally cheaper. Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursday, Friday are normally costly in all airline. Okay, search flights. Okay, I'm seeing here $2,000. I'm seeing 1,300, but there are four stops. Four stops. What do I mean by four stops? You might not like it because it will be stopping. Okay, where is this one? Okay, this one will go through Dubai, go through France, go through Spain before you now go to Croatia. It's so I don't know. It's four stops, which is not, but it's cheap. It's 1,300. But let's say $1,500. Let's take 1,000 flights. $1,500. 1,500. And let's check how much it is in Naira. 1,005 is a whole lot of money. It's a whole lot of money because of what Naira is doing. Okay, I told you 2.3 million. You see the problem? It's 2.3. So we have a 176,64,000, 1.764,000 plus 2.375 million. So let's do the total and see how much it is. One point seven 1.764 plus 2.37 1,764,000 plus 2,375,000. So we're gonna be getting 4.1 million. So this 4.1 million is the money you that this money has covered the expenses that they want you to have, like your booking and all that, your hotel booking and all that, and your flight. Then money to spend, you might bring out something like $500 or 500 euros, I mean to say, which is around 1 million naira. So we'll be looking at 5.1 million. That's what you need. But Nkema Konam didn't spend up to that because she told me she spent almost 4.2 million in total. So you can get cheaper flight tickets. And if you solve well, or if you want to do the one that is 1.200 dollars, which will take you to 4 stops, then you will get a decent deduction of up to 800,000 from the money. But if you want to travel with only 2 stops or 1 stops, you'll be looking at 1.5, so that you can go straight without wasting time. Then the 70 euros that they want you to have for daily expenses is covered here. So with something like between 4.4, 4.5 and 5 million will cover it. Then let us talk about switching. Obviously, you are not going to go and spend the 4.5 million, come back to Nigeria without anything. You understand? So this is where I will come in now. Now, I always tell you people, when you are like in Komakonam has gotten admission in Croatia. Now, instead of her to go through student routes, because what happens is that they will check you as a student. No, she doesn't want that, because there's no big money, fat money in the account, because she is self-sponsored. This is somebody that is selling shoe online. You understand? She is self-sponsored. So she doesn't have anybody to, like now, you can see, if you read this thing that they said, if you have guarantor, you don't have to have any money in your own account. But why we are here is because most of you don't even have anybody that can say, I will take care of your expenses. You go. You understand the point now? So that is why we are here. We are here because you are now sponsoring this. You are now being 101% responsible for it. So which means you have to work within that budget. It's a must. There's not any there's no bet, there's no if. So you must work on your budget. That is why I said get admission that is starting September. Like in Kamakonam now, they gave her 1 year. You understand? When she go there, she will now go to the school and tell the school that she's already here. Although she has a cousin there. So her own is relatively different from people that will not have anybody. That is why I said you have to hold another different 500 euros for your safety net. When you get there, you see these 70 euros that they said you have to calculate every day for these 2 weeks that you claim that you will stay. That money, you will not. There are many hotel B&B, they call it bread and breakfast, that you will pay 15, 20 euros, 30 euros per day. So this money that they are calling here is just to make sure that you don't fall back on their welfare and tell them to help you. That's what they want to avoid. I know that an average Nigerian can survive. You understand? And I've not, even in Norway, Nigerians survive in Norway, and even even in the worst cases, they survive. So survival of a Nigeria, I don't doubt it. You understand? So we know how to manage the small money. We can even eat bread and sleep. Because we know what we are chasing or what is before us, so we can adequately manage. But the thing is the switching. Before you leave or before you even apply, make sure that you have the admission letter in your hand, what we call offer letter. You understand? We have the You have the offer letter. So when you have the offer letter, the next thing that you are doing, instead of them checking you, because if they want to check you as a student, they will make sure that you will have the school fees in full in your account, which we don't want to go there. We don't want to go to through that route. They will come and checking your POF. No, this one, they have to just to check you as someone that is going for 2 weeks. But when you get there, you have to now go to the school or college or training school, and go there and announce yourself that you have arrived there, but you are on a holiday. The school will not give you a letter to go back to their home office. That's where they will change your visa. It's so easy, so smooth, but you have to start on time to plan it. That's why when I came back, I was shouting in favor, go and open an account in your name. Because if you don't have a sponsor, you are your own sponsor. And during the interview, this is where the gem of this video, because this is where they will deny you. You have to tell them you are coming back. There should be a link linking you home. Like that link is unbreakable. That link, they want to hear it. First of all, I normally tell you people to say you've got your father and mother, because that's the strongest link. They know that you're not going to go there and say that you're not coming back, because you have a parent. You can even tell them that your parents are old, that you will come back in just 2 weeks. You come back and take care of them. You see this thing I'm telling you now. If I tell you how many millions of people that they have denied visa because of it, if you must have a link at home that will bring you back, that will show them that you will come back between that 2 weeks. But we know how far. That is it. So now we have given you a rough estimate. Remember, all these things I have said, though, this figure and flight ticket with your naira changes. You wake up, naira has fallen. You wake up again, they say it has climbed again. It's not steady like pounds or euros. You know what you are doing with it. So this figure I'm giving you, 4.5 million or 5.1 million. This figure depends on what Tinubu is doing with our currency. If you have any question, you can ask me. I don't want this video to be long. And please, if you are still watching me, can you just say hi and give me a thumbs up so that YouTube will know that people are here. My dear, don't leave without subscribing. Please, if today is the first day you are coming, don't leave without subscribing. I will be dropping gems at the moment, because obviously I'm back fully. I'm back to my, gig. So you'll be seeing me often. And if you have any question, you come to WTP. Like most of you that will be going to Croatia, where language will be difficult. It's not an English speaking country. I will not be shouting this. You need to get your tech skills in order. Why? Because you need to work online for the English speakers. It can only cost you 80,000 naira. That is what it costs you to train yourself for 5 weeks. We have the one that introduction started to yesterday, and today is another introduction. You can still join us. So it's only 80,000 naira. So when you go and settle down, you can see the work you will be doing online, because you are coming from, but you will know how to use some system and some softwares and some adapt, with some skills. I will not be shouting it. People who know. Now when you go there, you go not say waiting on there they talk. So guys, if you have any question, you can come to WTP. Don't forget to subscribe if today is the first day, and don't forget to share in your social media platforms. If you have any question, you can ask me. Who is watching me? Henry Adabo. Hello, Henry. Adeni Tunde. Hi, Tunde. Where are you watching me from, Henry and Adeni? Chiemeka Vera. I think I pronounced it very well. Hi, Chiemeka. So guys, if you're still watching me, can you give me a thumbs up so that YouTube will know that we are here? Yesterday I told you that you can go to Canada. Go and watch that video for Canada, because specifically if you have somebody in Canada, whether it's your friend or your classmate, if that person wants to help you, the person can get you into Canada without breaking bank. The only money you have to pay is $100. So go and watch that video of yesterday. I dropped all the information that you need there. And make sure, make sure, make sure when people help you, you don't pay them back with bad. So that is it. Because Canada is an easy visa to get. It's very, very easy if you have somebody in there that will say, you are my sister, I'm bringing you over. There will be no any denial, because it's a family link, or family, what we call family unification. So if you have somebody there, you go and watch that video yesterday and let the person, you know what the person will be doing for you, and let the person bring you. For the Croatia, you need to budget 4.5 million. It will get you to Croatia. So forget all these things, because I was reading, one girl said it's 20 million. I said no. Stop deceiving people. You can do location on a budget, but you have to be smart. You have to be ready, and you have to be smart to do it, and you will survive. So it's not a thing like 10 million, 20 million. No. It's for Nkem Akonam just got a visa now. So she spent 4.2 million in her own case to get her visa. And the thing is, it is not a visa that she will use when she get there. She will still need to switch because of her admission to stay and do her studies. So guys, I'll be leaving you guys here. If you have any question, you can ask me before I leave. If you don't have any question, we'll call it a night. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in today. And I hope you will be successful. Please, the thing that you need to start doing now, if you have already not done it, is to, if you are applying for a school that is starting in September, you need to be concluding your application at the moment. Me, I'm concluding. I've got like 7 remaining. I'm concluding now. So you need to be concluding your application if you want to go through this digital visiting visa. Then you need to be registering for your training. If you have not registered, you can come and register. Just message me. You can come and register, and it's only cost 80,000 naira. You need to be equipping yourself like Nkem them did. You equip yourself and get ready to face the world. So guys, we'll call it a night from here. Thank you so much for coming. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave your notification button on. Please, the only thing that you can do for me that is free is to share this thing in your social media platform. That one is free. Please, you're not going to be charged, and give us a thumbs up so that YouTube will tell others that we came live. Okay guys, I will see you tomorrow. Yes, I will see you tomorrow. We have an important update about Portugal tomorrow. Yes, I will tell you some schools, and I will tell you about the digital nomad visa straight up, and the eligibility and what you need to be gathering. And remember, go and update your certificate or authenticate it. It's important. Guys, I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share and comment. Bye.